Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, ladies. Mr. Ancona. I am going to go over a couple things that I think I've talked to some of you and maybe in part, and that is, when do we reassign things and what do we do when they've reached their maximum attempts on something? All right, so what I'm referring to is quizzes and lessons. They get 3 attempts on lessons. They get 2 attempts on quizzes. So what do we do when they've got a lesson and they don't have 100%, which is what we're shooting for, but they have used up to 3 attempts, or what do we do with a quiz? And I'm going to hopefully clear this up, and we'll do this really quick. So if you take a look at my page, I've made myself the teacher for Sam's sample just to make it easier for me to navigate stuff. And use him as a test case. Sam has just sent me a request to unblock a quiz. So I'm going to quick with that. Sound like Elmer Fudd. Click that, and we're going to go over to Sam, and I'm going to check this out. So he is asking me to unblock this quiz right here, Introduction to Geography. All right. So I'm going to do what you would all do. I'm going to scroll back up. Well, on the surface, it looks pretty good. He's got 100, but he's got an 87.9. All right. So and he's used up his 3 attempts. So do we give him the quiz? Well, it looks like he's doing pretty well. Or what do we do? Well, here's what I would like us to do, and I think this is in the AC model, and I also, I literally asked Adam Rondeau, I said, hey, this is what I'm thinking, or, what are you guys doing? And he's doing what I'm going to suggest to you that we do. I think on lessons, we shoot for 100%. Now, I'll tell you when the wild card, there might be a wild card with math, and maybe we cross that bridge when you come to it. But ideally, I would say in pretty much any subject, we shoot for 100%. So instead of unblocking this quiz, I am going to go into this lesson, even though he's taken 3 attempts, and I'm going to take a look at it, which I probably should have done anyway. Well, he got the first one right. We'll go to the next section. He got the next 3 right, and he got this one wrong. Points to consider when making charts and graphs. So I'm going to take number 5, and I'm going to reassign it. Then I'm going to go to the next section, and you'll see he's got a couple partial credits, and we're going to take a look at number 7, which statement describes the global information system. And so because he got that partially right, I'm going to reassign it. And I'm going to go to number 8, which statement describes the GPS system. Again, partially right. I'm going to look down through, and he's checked everything but the last one. It is only used by the military. Remember, you can show the answers. So he's got down, it's used to predict the weather. Well, GPS is not used to predict the weather. I'm going to reassign that. Matter of fact, just for kicks, we can go back to 7. Same thing, show the answer. He chose 2. He's missed this one here. So hopefully you knew that, but just in case, I can even show the lesson, and I think I showed you that on another one, so you can really look at what he was looking at. So I have reassigned 7 and 8. Let's go to the next section, and that's it. That's the review. So let's go back into Gradebook. And it might take a second. All right, and we will go back down and take a look at this quiz, and we'll see it's still blocked, and he should be able to go in. I've got Sam on another screen here. You can't see him. I could switch if I suppose I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to look really quick and see, and we're going to go to, I'm going to World Geography, and actually, maybe I will. So we're going to go and we're going to switch. And there it is. So you see World Geography has been assigned to him. That's the lesson. He had asked to do that quiz. So the next time he logs in, he's going to go to assignments and he's going to have to correct that. All right, so I'm going to go back to my previous screen real quick and go back over here. So that's the first thing. I think we need to shoot for 100%. Notice his grade is 0 because I've reassigned it. It's waiting for him to complete it. All right, so we're going to look at something else. That's world geography. We're also going to go into world history because I kind of set a stage here, and we're going to open it up. I know he's been working at that. Let's see how he's doing. And yep, he is, he's taken 3 attempts. He's only got a 75%. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go into that lesson, and I am going to go next section. Oh, yeah, look at that. So we won't spend the time again. We could do show the answer. The answer is Babylonian. Hide the answer. I'm going to reassign that one. He's got a partial credit here. Show the answer, and you can see he's got one wrong. All right, so we're going to reassign that. And I'm going to go to number 10. He's got number 10 wrong. The 4 seasons in human government set the stage for the development of the post-Diluvian civilization. He's put down false. So I'm going to reassign that. And then we will go back to gradebook. Now, I'm not going to bother to switch screens again, but I am literally looking at it right now, and I'm going to go over and look at assignments, and I'm going down to world history, and lo and behold, that lesson is right there waiting for him. All right, so I'm going to look at kind of one more. Actually, this one's kind of a funny one. Earth science. I actually tried to fail this, and I didn't take time to spend the math or do the math. And I passed it even though I tried to fail it because I didn't make enough wrong. So, but in any case, if I really wanted to, 80 is passing. You know, maybe even in this, what I, in talking to Adam Rondeau, he's carried over the ACE system and he's holding to pretty much what he's put down. He's making, in this case, we require an 80 to pass for quizzes. So he's requiring that they make it at least an 80. So let's just pretend that I got a 79. It's not, it's an 80. I'm going to go in, I'm going to look at the quiz. I got 3 wrong, and I'm going to reassign each one of these. There's question 11, reassigned. Question 13, reassigned. Question 14, reassigned. And then I'm going to go back to gradebook because, and again, we're pretending like that was a 79, not an 80%. And I've reassigned that. So I'm going to go back over and we're going to switch screens, and I'm going to go back to Sam, and I am playing Sam right here. And I'm going to go into assignments, and I was just working in earth science. So I'm going to go to earth science and look at that. The quiz was due today. I took it this morning, and we'll pretend I've gone to my messages, and my teacher sent me a message. Hey, listen, you got a 79 on this quiz. I know you took your 2 chances. I want you to see if you can get an 80. So he goes and he clicks the assignment. He gets the warning. Yes, I'm ready. And into the quiz he goes. And if this is done right, you should see that there's only 3 questions he has to do. And if you notice, there's only 3 highlighted because all the others he's got right, and I didn't reassign them. So he's going to look down through, you know, Earth's tectonic activity is a significant factor that helps sustain life on Earth. And I'm going to say, I'm going to answer this really quick. Volcanic activity and the atmosphere. All right. And then I'm going to turn into the next question. I hope I get it right. I'm not even really reading these. Question 13, select the word that best completes the sentence. It seems like the Earth is unique qualities and dynamic processes are interconnected. Okay, because it's all interconnected. So next, and then we're going to go to 14, In the first time through, I remember I put down Mars on purpose. If the Earth were closer to the sun, the intense heat might evaporate the oceans, create an atmosphere similar to, and I put Mars. That's not correct. It'd be similar to Venus. So I'm going to submit and I'm going to turn it in. And how did I do this time? Look at that. I got 100%. So this is what we're shooting for. Again, we're pretending I had a 79. So I would take a look at the students' lessons and quizzes and make them go for 100% on lessons. There might be an unusual situation, and if so, just message me. Uh, or, if you got a parent led, maybe you communicate with a parent. I'm going to post a similar video to the parents, by the way. I'll address it to the parents. But maybe you just look at it. And I did one the other day, by the way. I went in and I was talking with a parent, and I noticed that actually something wasn't graded right. And I think it was innocent. It was kind of complicated. So I actually went in and reassigned it, and I went back and looked, and it was corrected, and it was 100%. So we're shooting for 100% on lessons, and we are shooting for 80% on quizzes. If they get below 100% on lessons, keep them going until they get 100%. If they get below 80% on quizzes, then give them another chance until they get to 80%. So, if they come back the next time, I got 100%, but let's say I got 90, then you stop right there. All right, they got over 80%. All right, so I hope that is helpful, and that is how to handle lessons and quizzes and the number of attempts.